Alright, hey guys, I know it hasn't been too long since my last Q&A, but a lot of people have been asking me when I was going to do another one, and I kind of felt like doing one. And I'm a grown man, I'll do whatever I want, so let's just get right into it. Why do you say you suck at games? Because I do. I consider myself to be very mediocre at games, and I just play them to have fun, obviously. I mean, I think that's why you guys come to my channel, is just because, like, the fun factor. But without fail, every single video, especially games that, like, I've never played before, which is like, go look at yourself when you're playing a game for the first time, but people will always say that. So I kind of just, like, say it to, like, acknowledge that, like, okay, I know I'm not good, but, you know, whatever. People are always gonna say it. How are you liking your custom controller? I'll be talking more about this later, actually, but I love it. I think it looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned till the end of the video for more info. Am I going to be going to PAX East or PAX Prime? At this point, I don't know. Just kind of have to see what happens. I think right at this moment I'm leaning more towards no, but who knows? What was my first gaming console? I actually had the original Nintendo, the NES, and it was my cousin's, and he also had, like, the Super Nintendo, and gave me and my brother that. So it was kind of like a hand-me-down, I guess. But I played all the NES games, and then, like, when the Nintendo 64 came out, we got the Super Nintendo, and then I got my own N64. But, yeah, NES was my first console, so been around for a little bit. Is your family aware of your YouTube success, and if so, how do they feel about it? They are aware, and they're actually really cool with it, like, pretty supportive. Some of my extended family, like some of my cousins and stuff, don't really get it, and that's totally understandable, because it is really weird. If you're not a part of this, it's just a weird thing to kind of try to comprehend. But they are supportive. When I first started, like, telling my mom about it, she didn't really understand, but now that she gets it and stuff, she is actually really supportive, so that's cool. And this is kind of related. Do you still work, or is YouTube a full-time thing now? I still have another job, but I very rarely work there. It's kind of like only when I'm needed, so I am mostly switching to just doing YouTube full-time, which is crazy, something I never thought I would do, but it's been fun, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Best book you've read, or best story in a video game? Best story in a video game... I really think the story in The Last of Us was cool. Maybe it was just because I liked the game so much, but if I think of some other ones, I'll put them on the screen. Alright, I get asked this one every single time without fail, and I've put it off forever, but I think it's about time that I answer it. Do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I have a girlfriend. She is fantastic. I'm not going to put her on the screen or have her talk, so you're probably going to think she's made up, but I don't care. I know it. And actually, we were really good friends for a long time before we started dating, so I was in the friend zone, hardcore, so if you're in the friend zone, just know that you can get out of it. There is a way out, guys. So, that's really all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna keep that kind of private. Can we see some Moo in action with rugby? I would have to find the footage. It's at my parents' house, but I could maybe do that one day. Who all of your friends have you met in real life? I think at this point it's easier just to say who I haven't met. I haven't met Big Jiggly Panda, 407, Racing Cats, and Delirious. I think that's about it, which is crazy. But it's really cool. I mean, everyone is like the exact same as they are online, so it's just really, I don't know, natural? Is that the right word? Seems kind of weird to say. But it just kind of like, we just pick up in real life, like where we would leave online. So It's cool. Have I been watching the Rugby World Cup? If I said I had, I'd be lying. I guess I could have just said no right there. Anyway, I watched the opening game, and that was cool, but I really just don't have the time or really like the access to watch it. I don't have cable or anything, so it's kind of hard. I guess I could stream it, but I honestly don't have the time either. Am I going to play FIFA 16? Yes. Probably could expect a video from that probably within a week. Gonna be going against Nogla again. See what happens. Maybe I can actually win this time. What new games are you most excited for? I really want to play the new Tomb Raider. I loved the first one. I'll put some on the screen if I can think of any others. Am I gonna play Battlefront? I would assume so. It looks pretty cool. I'm sure we'll all get on and mess around for a bit. Will you do any more playthroughs like how you did Deadpool? I don't know. Like, playthroughs aren't really my style, but I've heard rumors that there's gonna be a new Deadpool, not a new Deadpool, like a remake, how they're doing that with every game for next-gen consoles. I guess it's current-gen at this point. Anyway, Xbox One and PS4. So I might finish that. I don't know. I'll see what happens. I would have to play like all the way through to where I was. But who knows, maybe. What is your favorite emoji? I like the moon. How long does it take you to edit? It really depends on the video, but usually anywhere from like 4 to 8 hours. What phone do I have? I have an iPhone 6. Is that the... Yeah, 6. iPhone 6. Do you prefer Xbox One or PS4 and why? I don't care. Like, console wars to me are the dumbest things ever. I mean, I have an Xbox, I have a PS4, I have a PC. I like them all the same. PC's great because, like, there's more, I don't know, customization, but it's very pricey, and if you don't have a good one, it kind of sucks, and I don't have the best, so it really is whatever you like. I think people worry too much about that. Favorite Zelda game? This one's hard. I probably growing up liked Ocarina of Time the most, but recently, like going back and playing them on the DS, I really like Majora's Mask. So, toss up between those two. Those are both amazing. Say bubbles in an angry way. Bubbles! Is that angry enough?
Bubbles!
I don't know. How many pets did I have growing up? I had 2 dogs, but not at the same time. Both golden retrievers. They were very great. And favorite game to record and or just play? I very rarely have time to just play video games, which kinda sucks. But favorite game to record? I don't know. For some reason, I always have a ton of fun playing hide and seek. So maybe that, which is funny because it's like the most basic game in the world. But that's always fun. Usually have a good time playing GTA, but really, whenever I'm playing with my friends, it's usually a good time. Alright, that's about it for the questions, but I did want to take some time to talk about my custom controller real quick. Like, look at it, guys. It's a thing of beauty. But Custom Controllers did a really good job with it. You probably recognize them from some of my other friends, but I just wanted to let you guys know that the entire site is 50% off until September 30th. So that's a pretty good deal, but then you can get another 8% off if you use my code, which is Moo. I'll put it in the description along with a link to the site. Like, I'm trying to make it easy for you guys. But so that's 58% off. So go ahead and do that. If you get one, tweet it at me or whatever. I want to see it. I want to see how happy it makes you. But that's really all I have. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and have a good day and all that stuff. And I'm making it a really Brockward goodbye. I can't help it. It's what I do. But I'll talk to you guys later.